mission to destroy a North Korean bacteriological something or other chemical warfare plant. While there, he was shot and burned alive and went to hell and came back. He came back as Todd McFarlane, creator of the best-selling comic book of all time, Spawn. Once a lowly pencil artist for Marvel and Ron Perlman, whom I know a lot about, he defected to create his own company, which is currently kicking corporate booty. Please welcome one of the major stars of America's mass culture and the world's Todd McFarlane. Todd, thank you for being here. Have a seat, please. Todd, we're going to get to these incredible baseballs in a few minutes, but first I want to ask you a few things about yourself.
Okay.
If you don't mind. You're from Canada, right?
Right, we're Canuck, right?
Right. Now, where in Canada are you from?
Born in Calgary, just up above Montana.
Did you grow up on a farm, a ranch?
No, but it's good when you say I'm just a Canadian farmer's son, but people always feel sorry for you. But no, actually, Dad was just a blue-collar worker. Actually, you know, I grew up as a kid, actually, in Southern California.
Well, wait a minute. That's not Calgary.
No, well, Dad traveled around. He was a gypsy, so I'm 39, and I've probably moved 50 times in my life.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
What would bring him from Calgary to L.A.?
He was in the printing business. Actually, I was going to try and get into that business when I was in college if things didn't pan out.
But things did pan out in a big, giant way.
Well, yeah, you know, I guess everybody sort of puts their own definition on it, but we're doing okay. We keep the lights on.
Wait, let's just to get an idea of how well we're doing. What are these two spheroids here on the table?
This is Mark McGwire's 70th. This is the last one he hit, and this is Sammy Sosa's 66 that he hit in the same year.
Wow, and how much did these cost, if I may ask? Just roughly.
They cost a lot.
Millions.
Yeah.
Right,
so
millions.
this one with tax and licensing was just a hair over $3 million, and this one was 150,000.
Wow, and did you have to bid? Was there an auction?
Right.
Other rich people were bidding against you?
Yeah, you know, actually I was at an auction. Yeah, it was true. I was at an auction, and they go, oh, we got like Arabs, and we got, you know, Trump's people there, and Turner's people there, and I'm going, oh, I'm never going to get this, because I'd been trying to buy them privately. I knew the guys who was sort of representing them. But when it was all done, I guess nobody stepped up to the plate. And
well, Trump's a big bull.
You know,
right. He is.
Right.
He's a very, very capable guy in many ways, but he's a big bull.
I think they just like to get front rows of these things and get their pictures in the paper and whatever else. So when it was all done, I didn't think I'd get them, but it was the first item up on the auction, and then I bought 8 other balls, so there's 10 in the collection. But when it was done, I go, how's a Canadian kid got the American jewel right now of sports memorabilia?
Because he paid for it.
No, I thought it was it.
That's how the world works.
So we were thinking of like trading it back for like Wayne Gretzky. I go, I'll give you the ball, you give the Gretzky back, and everybody be happy.
Well, he's retired now, though. Why did you buy it? I mean, are you that big a sports fan?
Oh, yeah.
You're a huge sports fan. You're a huge fan.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Al Simmons. Who is Al Simmons?
It's the name of the character Spawn, right?
Now, Spawn, black man,
right,
horribly disfigured, set on fire, and murdered by the evil head of the CIA, right?
Right. You've done your homework, haven't you?
I've seen the movie about 50 times.
There you
Dies
go.
And goes to hell.
And we almost got him in the animated series. We'll get to that later.
Comes back, and then he hangs out, hanging from a big church cross in the Bowery or some other bad part of New York.
Yeah, a lot of Gothic themes in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Would he have bought this ball? Would Spawn be interested in this ball?
You know, I haven't figured out if he's a big sports fan, but he's had dialogue. He has dialogue about the Brooklyn Dodgers moving away out to Los Angeles. So, I mean, again, given that Spawn has a lot of me in him, then I'm betting if he
he would have bought it.
He would have done it.
Would Spawn, if Spawn owned this ball, would it redeem him? Would he come back to life? No,
but, you know, it'd be a hell of a thing to have at the pearly gates when you get there, though, right? You know, so he could be sitting there and they're going, you know, I want your soul. And it's like, how about the McGwire 70 ball? You know, it's like, it's not a bad trade, so.
Well, and he'll let me go back to Earth and be with my wife instead of her being with this other evil bookkeeper, horrible statistician type guy who makes her pregnant, even though he couldn't because he was shooting blanks, as we recall.
Right.
But what if he came back to life with this home run ball? He could probably get his wife back.
Well, he could get a job. Right now he's unemployed. Spawn's unemployed, so he could actually sort of pawn some of these things off. But right now, you know, we've got 10 of them in a collection that goes traveling around the country. People get to see it free of charge. If they want to donate money to the ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease, you know, they're welcome to throw a dollar into it. And actually, we're up in Washington, D.C. next week to get them to pass a bill with the ball, you know, the ball wall that I have as being sort of the head piece to bring the attention, to get them to pass a $20 million research bill for ALS.
That's a great idea. That's Lou Gehrig's disease, very bad disease. Now, let me ask, before we go to our break, I have to know, what do you dress up as for Halloween? You must have incredible costumes.
You know what? I got 3 little kids, right? They don't care about anything that I do. As a matter of fact, they're waiting for me to do something for them someday. But so actually, last Halloween, I was dressed up because I took my 4-year-old out last year, and she has a little cow outfit. So I was actually in one. You know, you ever seen those cow? But I had the big cow one with the udders sitting right here. Yeah, I was a cow with the udders.
You didn't dress up with a special, incredible cape that you could throw around people and wrap them up in.
When the 2 girls, I got a 5-year-old and 8-year-old, when they get older and start dating sort of the kids in high school, then that's when I'll be cool for them, right? Then
but then when the boys come to pick them up for dates, you should be dressed as Spawn, sitting up on the roof waiting for them.
Oh, no.
To send them down to hell if they misbehave. Does that strike you as a good idea?
Yeah, well, yeah, for the girls, yeah, we'll make sure that we have a deep conversation with each one of those boys to go. See, because I started dating my wife when she was 13.
You're kidding.
Right, but we got married, and we're still married.
14,
right, so it's been over 20 years we're together, so I go, I don't care, you can start dating at 13. You just better marry that guy and be with him 20 years later.
Absolutely, I agree. Your wife must have been very cute at 13, was she?
Yeah, she's beautiful, too.
Was she from Canada, too?
Oh, yeah. She's from Calgary. I met her on the baseball field. She was the bat girl for the other team. And I got my dad, who was coaching me, to trade me to the other team. Right? Because I go, it's my last year, and you know, you can trade me for 2 guys that are 16. What do you want a 17-year-old for? And so he traded me to the other team so I could actually go to the coach's house, who happened to be the dad of the bat girl, every day to get a ride so I could actually sort of do my courting.
Have you ever heard of Jerry Lee Lewis?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now we have to take a money break right now, but when we return, Todd McFarlane and I are going to discuss corporate America. Don't you dare change the channel no matter how much the pigs offer you.